have a beginner 13-month program beginning in September. 13 months. The entire cost is $111. So for 13 months, for about $2 a meetup, we meet once a week for 13 months. And it's a very guided, deep dive into living a more magical life. There is also an intermediate starting in October. October is also a 13-month. It's just a little more advanced. We're reading a little more advanced books. It's for people that don't need that beginner, that very beginner year and a day. So that entire year's cost is $125. There's some payment plans. There's some other ways to join, but that's it in a nutshell. September begins Seeker. That's what we call it. And October begins Apprentice. On September 1st, we'll have an open house. There'll be an open event. September 1st is the anniversary party and herb class, right? So to give you a little taste of what we do and how we gather and what happens, on September 1st, there will be an open house, anniversary party, gathering, herb class, and you can see how it works and who's there. And it's a lovely group. They're celebrating a year. They're going to finish their year, this group, the end of September. They'll have a dedication ceremony ritual. It'll be great. So if you ever thought about living a more magical life, for $111, you can join 5 Point Society. I know, I can't believe it's been a year already. I can't believe it. For you guys, I can't believe it, right? It's so good, B. It's so good. Come see how we roll. That is exactly true. Come see how we roll. You can see how it works. We meet online. And it's basically like a once a week situation. So we meet on the full moon, because it's easy to go, hi, we meet on the full moon. Are we completely moon-centric witches? No, not necessarily, but it's easy for you to know when the full moon is and know, hey, we're meeting for magic. We meet on either the dark moon or the new moon. Again, great way to be like, hey, we're meeting. There's book night. We're reading books as the year goes on. We meet and discuss the books. There's a craft day. What do our craft days look like? Well, if we're going to make brooms, we're going to learn about brooms. We're going to discuss brooms, broom folklore, and then we're going to make a broom. If it's a wand, we're going to discuss wands and what wands, why you make a wand, why you use a wand magic, and then we're going to make wands. That's what our craft day looks like. There's always one meetup at the end of the month to sort of wrap the month up and start the new month. And that sort of anything goes. If you had questions, if you didn't get to make a meetup or two, and you're like, I have questions, I watched the replay, because we replay everything. So you never miss anything. But there is always a second chance to sort of meet up and go, I watched the replay. You guys talked about Lammas, which is right now, Blessed Lammas. I had a question or whatever. And we all sit around and chat about that. It's usually a Sunday morning. We call it Coven Meetup. I think that's all I had to say, Katie. Katie is my assistant. Katie, did I get everything? It's it's flavorless. Yeah, that's a good point. It's flavorless witchcraft, I guess, is the best way to describe it. It's beginner, and we love talking about other things. Like, we love exploring other things. I think I got it all. So join 5 Point Society. It's really, you have until probably mid-September to join, if you're thinking about it. So, but like I said, there's a payment plan situation. If you can't come up with the $111 all at once, I do have a payment plan option as well for Seeker. Hey, Leslie. How are you, gorgeous? Hello, Amanda. And all these people, it's 11. All these people showing up now, they're all members. So If you have questions, you can post them here. I'm sure any one of us would love to answer. Hey, Leah. Leia. I said it again. Still fighting COVID. I know, we miss your face. I know. Oh, you're good, Katie. Thank you. On the website, www.5pointhermetics.com, there is a tab, 5 Point Society. If you go to 5 Point Society, it starts in October. Anita. Yeah. And there's a payment plan. So you can join from now till October. We begin in October. There's a frequently asked questions video. It's the first thing you see, and it sort of explains how we do things, like the logistics of things. There are 2 books that you need for that advanced situation. Oh, hey, Tarot and Stars. Gotcha. Now I know. Yeah, so there's a lot of explanation on my website. So if you go on my website and you can read about the 2 different plans, you can read about the Freedom Plan, which we call the monthly plan. You can read about all the different ways to join. I make it super easy. You can either pay all at once, or you can pay 3 payments, or you can join on a monthly basis and quit a month later. Like, you either commit for the year, and there's 2 ways to join, or you can commit for a month and see how it works. You know, you could do that too. The cheapest way to join is to pay up front all at once. That's the cheapest way. That's the most bang for your buck, if you know what I mean. That's the cheapest way to join. Yeah, I understand. I have a number of folks that have been practicing 28 years. Yeah. Dr. Cindy's been practicing 28 years. Rosie has been practicing as long as I've been practicing. We've even been practicing in the same circles, Rosie and I. But we think that the community aspect fills in the gaps in your solitary practice. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, B's 20 plus 2, right? B's another one. B's she's been 20 plus years practicing out loud. I mean, I've been practicing in the public for 10 years. Like, out loud, I read, this is what I do. So you have gaps in your practice. I don't care what anybody. I was solitary for a very long time. I messed around with some groups that didn't know their asses from their elbows. And I created this group solely out of a book club. For those of you that want to go backwards, it was a book club. It was, hi, we're going to read this book and we're going to meet once a month and we're going to talk about this book. And it became something else. Hello, Tanya. Hi, gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Good afternoon, she says. It's still morning here. Hi, Jackie. Jackie, I was just talking about you. Well, I was just talking about all the women in our family. It's so funny how we all look alike. Jackie, there she is. Miss Jackie. So we like gathering. Solitary practice is great. Solitary practice is great. You miss something when you don't practice with a group. You miss something. You miss that camaraderie and the power and all of that. And so that's what we love. We get together, and do ritual and do magic and study and learn, and nobody acts like they know all the things. Nobody acts like they are a fucking expert. We get together and like Sunday. Sunday I call it Coven Meeting. Our last meetup of the month. I call it Coven Meeting. So, and that's just because I don't know what else to call it. It's sort of a catch-all. And we ended up just talking about lamas and about all of the different practices and why, and all of the different gods that are grain gods. We just had this like discussion, right? We didn't set space. We didn't do magic. We had a discussion about the type of magic and the type of celebration or the type of offerings or the type of things you can do today for Lamed. Like, that's what we ended up talking about. But I think that's true, Katie. The group keeps you honest. You know, you're going to show up at least once a month and sort of stay focused, stay on track, stay, you know, ritual's important. Doing ritual, performing ritual, gathering with the group is important. You know, it helps you learn. And that's the whole reason for that group. Like I said, it was just to gather and talk about books. It was to gather and talk about books. And I really wanted it to be a little more structured. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy how big it got, how fast and how big it got fast, which is great. I'm not arguing. It's not that's why I changed the name of my business, you know, because I felt like it wasn't mine anymore. We all created this group. This group of people created this group. And so I gave it a different name because it had nothing to do with Jenni Love anymore. It's 5 Point Society. Like, it's them all together. It needed its own name. Oh, that's a really good point. Thank you, Katie. There are 5 scholarships we're giving out in honor of our anniversary. There will be 3 scholarships we're giving out for beginner and 2 scholarships we'll be giving out for the advanced. If you would like to be considered for a scholarship, send me an email. FP for 5 Point Hermetics. fphermetics@gmail.com. Please send me an email, explain why you would like to be considered, but you have to commit. If I don't see you for at least 2 of the meetups a month, that's not going to last long. I don't care that I record everything. I don't care that you can't miss anything. It doesn't matter to me. If you're not there at least 2 times a month, you will lose your scholarship. That's my only rule. I'm not going to give out 5 scholarships and take 5. I mean, we have meetups. There are 50 people in full moon. So you're going to take a spot away from somebody else that wants to be there if you can't commit. And yeah, thanks, Katie. Katie just posted the email. If the books are a hardship, also get in touch with me. I always feel like there's something we could do about that. You know, some of us buy double books for that reason. Like, when I give out scholarships, I have the greatest community known to man. So when I announce that I'm giving out scholarships, you know, 3 people will go, I'll buy an extra book. And I'm like, do you see why I love my people? So then I end up having extra books to give to the people who did sign up for a scholarship, who do get the scholarship and still have trouble getting the books that we would like you to read, you know. So make sure you let me know if the book is a hardship as well, or the books, because there's 2 books per cycle. Make sure you do that, and we'll see about books, because like I said, I can't tell you how many times so many of my people will be like, I got an extra book. Oh, I got 2 of those. You know, I'm like, okay, great. Thank you. So there's that. I think I got all the things. Scholarships, sign up. Can you start a wish list with the books we can buy? Start a wish list. Like a suggested reading list? Yes. Extra for the group. Oh, I understand. Yes. Well, it's the books. Okay. Oh, I got you. Yes, but I meant I'm in transit at the moment. We know. I can't concentrate on something that elaborate until I get over until the shop's done. I can't even see my books at the moment. It's frustrating, to say the least. It's very hard to run the community from my table in the RV, but I'm working on it and I'm doing it. But any minute now, I'm going to move into my shop. So I'll be able to do that. Like what the books are, like an Amazon wish list is really good. If somebody put themselves on that, like, I need these 2 books, and I can say, hey, they got a scholarship. They're looking for these 2 books, somebody in group will buy them. Do you know what I mean? Like, that definitely, because we also have a problem with people in Canada. We have a number of folks in Canada, and I know I'm going to look at the wholesale too. Because I can do that also. Right. Let's see if I have extras. I always look at half price places too. Right. Some members can offer to buy. That's true. But I have people in Canada, like Jen Snow, that a $17 book for us is a $117 book for them. I'm not kidding. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. We have members in Norway. She has the same problem. The books are, yeah. So put it on the wish list. People, we'll figure that out. But I just want you to understand you could talk to us about that. Like, hey, these books are super expensive. What can we do? Or I can't afford the books either. Right. I found mine at a textbook website cheaper than Amazon. Right. I find them on, there's a place, what is it? Is it buy half or something, or half.com? I think it's called half.com maybe. But used books, find used books. Go to estate sales. I say this all the time. And I pick them up too when I can get a second or third copy. So bargain books, right? Like I do that same thing. It's definitely, or get the Kindle or something. I mean, Abe Books is a good site too, right? That's good to know. So we put that, we have a library and a resource reference within 5 Point Society. So we can sort of direct you to a lot of these places. We have this going on there. But I just want to let you know, if you are applying for the scholarship, just let us know books are a problem too. We'll see what we can figure out. We shall figure it out. I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say today on the Book of Face. I am painting today. I'm going and I get my painting clothes on, and I am going to head into the shop because it is time to paint. And I also have 2 orders to get out for the Midsummer Milk Bath. I have much to do. I have to head to the post office. I have that to do. So there is still very, very limited qualities of my Midsummer Milk Bath available. So if you're still interested, please, you can place your order, because I do still have that. I'm going to go send out 2 orders today or tomorrow. Depends on my printing situation. Yeah, I appreciate you, B. Thank you. So go join 5 Point Society. We would love to see you. Come join us in September, on September 1st, for our anniversary party. That's going to be an event. I'll put that up. That'll be on 5 Point Hermetics event. Make sure you go to the website. If you have any questions, send me an email. Don't forget about the 5 scholarships. And as always, you guys go get your witch on.